What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. With the tech test out for MLB The Show 23, I just had to dive into the new gameplay changes that were outlined in the feature premiere just a few days ago. And man, does the game feel different. It just feels natural, but challenging in a way. And I love it. I think it's awesome. Not only did the in-game sounds sound different, like the sting of the ball on the bat or the popping of the mitt, but yeah, it just felt more clean in some way. With fielding, things felt more natural. The longer the throw, the more difficult that it should be, and you felt that when making a throw to a base from the outfield. The sweet spot actually moves on you to the right if it's a difficult throw, or even to the left on what should be considered easier throws. Cutoff throws from the outfield are without the yellow markers, which makes things a little bit easier as an outfielder throwing back into the infield. But I did find that outfielder first jumps get pretty repetitive. And I know that they're really hampering down on the start transitions, but as an outfielder myself, your first step is always back. These start transitions, they seem to kind of hover back, and it's almost like a stalling move, which I think actually costs you extra steps. Just watch this clip of Billy Hamilton in spring training a few years ago, and it's one of the best catches I've ever seen. But if we take a deeper look at it, his first step was back, and his transition back was agile, and it had some acceleration to it. It's not really too fair of a comparison because Billy Hamilton is one of the best outfielders in the game, right, for a long, long time. And he is one of the fastest humans alive. But for the most part, even lesser outfielders in real life, they have a quick step. And my issue here with these MLB The Show transitions and just putting more emphasis on them in the outfield, these animations are actually too slow, and they're costing players a few extra steps to track down a ball in the gap, a ball in front of them, or even a catchable ball that's hit over their heads. Now, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not getting a good jump. Maybe I'm not getting a good read, and that's why the animation is happening. But I did try to do different things when the ball was coming off the bat in practice mode. I was actually holding the control stick back so that he would have a first step back, and it still gave me this same transition animation. So while I think it's cool that they're wanting to get more realism in the game as far as transitions go and making outfielder fielding matter a little bit more, that your reaction, your first step should be back, should be the right read, it will cost you steps. But I think overall, they're just too slow. They need to be a little bit faster. They need to get sped up just a little bit more because you just don't have a chance. You're really up to the speed of the hit, the speed of the outfielder, and there's not much that you can do to save yourself from that. So in some instances, should you pay for the fielder that you have out there if he's a poor fielder? Yes. But at the same time, I do like player control, and I think that you should have the opportunity to kind of self-correct if you made a mistake. So with that being said, let's talk about infielder fielding. Similar things apply here for our infielders, except that we do have the yellow bars on the outside, which you're basically throwing it in the dirt for your first baseman. So what they've said is that if you hit inside the yellow as an infielder, you are now relying on your first baseman's fielding ability in order to pick it, which I think is pretty cool. But if you're in the green, you should be throwing right at his chest or in the vicinity for him to make an easy grab for the putout. Now, obviously, depending on where your body is as the fielder, if it's off your glove hand or if it's a backhand, or if you're making a jump throw, a running throw, an off-balance throw, it's going to change where the meter is located, which I think is pretty cool as well. Just, again, very challenging, yet very natural. It should allow more of a skill gap. It just gets into the skill gap soup, if you will. For online play, I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of people that have to get used to this, that it's going to, every now and then, just kind of sprinkle in some errors in there, give yourself a chance inside that online matchup. So, pretty cool. I like it. I like the changes for fielding. What are your guys' thoughts? Leave them in the comment section below. I'll have a hitting review in the next couple days here talking about some of the PCI changes that they've had. Again, a lot of focus on that middle dot and less vision at the plate. So guys, that's it. Leave a like if you like this thing. I will see you in the next one talking about some hitting. As always, thank you so much for watching, and peace.